In our previous class, we had solved numericals based on Hess's law of heat summation. That was one pattern of question which is asked in this chapter in various ways. So I had solved one of the problems which gave you the central theme or central idea of the tricks required to solve the problem. Similarly, I have identified three more pattern problems, one based on the formula of entropy, relation of entropy with enthalpy and temperature, relation of Gibbs free energy with equilibrium constant K, and relation of Gibbs free energy with change in enthalpy, temperature and entropy. Okay, this is also called as Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. It is also called as Gibbs-Helmholtz reaction equation. Now each of these problems we will see. These are 2 to 3 marks problem. Calculate the entropy in surrounding when 1 mole of H2O is formed under standard condition. Alright. Now whenever there will be a word like standard condition, it will mean STP or SATP. There is a difference between this. This means standard temperature and pressure, in which temperature has to be 273.15 Kelvin. But here it means standard ambient temperature and pressure. Here T value is 273 plus room temperature 25 degrees C is equal to 298 Kelvin. Okay. So this we have to keep in mind. So we have to find out entropy change. So the formula for entropy change is delta S is equal to delta H given by standard temperature. This is equal to how much? Minus 286 kilojoule per mole. So it is 1 mole only, so no problem. We don't have to multiply with anything. It is given in terms of per mole, and for 1 mole only we have to find out. Divide by 298. Since it is kilojoule, we can make it joule so that dividing it will become even more easy. So this will become minus 286,000 joule per mole. Divide by 298 Kelvin. So if you calculate this, then delta S value in standard condition will come out to be 959.7 joule per Kelvin per mole. Now we will do the next problem. It is given that equilibrium constant is 10 and we have to find out the value of delta G. So the formula which we use is this. You don't have to derive this, you have to just remember this formula. So delta G will be equal to minus 2.303 universal gas constant T, temperature in standard condition will be 298 Kelvin, and log 10. Value of log 10 is always 1. So value of log R we will see. Delta G will be 2.303 into 8.314 liter ATM per mole per Kelvin into 298 Kelvin. This is liter ATM per mole or joule per mole per Kelvin. This comes out to be minus 5744 joule per Kelvin per mole, or you can write 5 minus 5.744 kilojoule per Kelvin per mole. So 2 problems we have done. This is minus. This we have done. This we have done. Now the third problem. In this, the value of delta H is given, delta S is given. If you know the formula, you will be able to do it. So delta S, it is given that we have to find out whether the reaction will be spontaneous or not. Criteria of spontaneity is that delta G should be negative. Now delta G should be negative only if delta H is greater than T delta S, so that their difference is negative. It will not be negative, it has to be, delta H should be less than T delta S. So we can write that T should be greater than delta H by delta S or equal to. So we can write T should be greater than or equal to, value of this will become equal to 400 kilojoule per mole divided by 0.2 kilojoule per mole per Kelvin. This will become Kelvin, so temperature should be greater than or equal to 2000 Kelvin. This is the criteria. So with this we have done all the numericals based on each of the formulas of this chapter. Now you are ready for solving rest of the questions of your exercise. But I will still continue to put in the new problems which you will be asking me, or I will be getting it from various resources, and I will be adding it in the same playlist. So you can subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the notification of any new problems which I will be putting up in the same playlist in the same chapter. Alright, thank you.